Hey y'all, and welcome back to A Dinosaur in the Library. I'm Dawn, and I just have a short little video today to talk a little bit about the anti-bullying readathon and a couple other things. So first of all, I noticed a little while ago while commenting, talking with some people in the comments, that I've hit 100 subscribers. And while I did not join BookTube to get subscribers, I think it's really cool and amazing that 100 people want to listen to me ramble about books. And I just want to say I appreciate every single person who subscribes and sits here and listens to me ramble, and who comments and likes and all these other things. So as I said, I didn't join for subscribers, I joined for the community. I love books, I love talking about books, I love sharing books. As I've said in multiple other videos, books and libraries have saved my life a million times, and if I can just put a book out there that might do that for somebody else, then I've done my good deed for the week, for the year, because that alone is amazing. Yeah, so anyway, there's that. But also, I have actually gotten a little bit of reading done for the anti-bullying readathon. It may be the only reading I get done for it because of homework and grading, and I'm actually taking time out of grading that I really shouldn't be taking time out of to do this video right now, but it will be okay. I was an absolutely terrible PhD student Sunday, and well, first of all, I got my dates wrong. So the readathon started on Monday, the 16th, but for some reason I thought Sunday was the 16th, so I did my reading that I've done on Sunday, but it still counts. It's fine. It's not like I'm gonna get in trouble or anything. The point is to read them. So anyway, Sunday I was an absolutely terrible PhD student and put aside every single thing that I should have been doing, which is a considerable amount of things, and a considerable number of things, and read two books. The first of which is Matilda by Roald Dahl, and I love this. As I said in my TBR, I love this Puffin edition. I wish they would put all of Roald Dahl's books out in this. Can you imagine what the BFG edition of this would look like? I mean, it would be most of the this outline of the BFG with those big ears and like it's not. Oh, it would be amazing. Dear Penguin, please put that out. Love me. But so I haven't read. I'd read Matilda before, but it's been quite a number of years since I'd read it. So I was enjoying the heck out of this book, and you know, you forget about the awesome illustrations and the wonderful language that he uses. And I've seen the movie since the last time I've read this, because I really do like the movie that they made of this book. And reading it again, they were pretty close. But yeah, so obviously one of my favorite Roald Dahls, but BFG will always be the top one. And then I finally got around to reading Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and I'm so happy that I did, because it was such a good book. I didn't love it quite as much as I thought I was going to. I assumed when I read this that it would be an immediate 5-star read that went on my favorites shelf, but I wasn't as in love with it as I thought I would be. I really did enjoy it, and I liked a lot of what the book has to say about kindness. Choose kind, you know, one of my favorite, and this is slightly an SFW, so kindness doesn't cost a damn thing. Sprinkle that shit everywhere. And that is one of my mottos. You know, I have it written on my whiteboard, which you can't really see, it's up at the top, but next to my terrible drawing of a penguin. But that's essentially the story here. Be kind. There's no reason on earth why any of the kids should have been mean to August. There's just none, but they are. And the truth of it is, it happens in reality, and you know, it happens, and it shouldn't, which is the whole point of this readathon, right? But the point is, I really liked the book. I think I gave it 3 or 3.5 stars on Goodreads, but I just didn't fall in love with it as much as I thought I would. I wasn't as invested in all of the characters, although I will say that I really did enjoy the author's use of different perspectives. I was very happy with that. I love seeing different perspectives from people in the story. I honestly would have liked to have seen the perspective of one of the bullies. That would have been kind of a really cool thing to insert. One thing I did not know is that August's family is multiracial. His father is Jewish and his mother is Brazilian, I think. I think they're from Brazil. They speak Portuguese. Yes, I think they're from Brazil. She's from South America. If that's the wrong country, I apologize, but it is a South American country her family is from. And they speak Portuguese, so I'm assuming it's Brazil if I'm remembering correctly. Which is really cool because I've never heard anybody say that. I've never once heard anybody say that the main characters, obviously, since August is their biological child, he's half Brazilian, half Jewish, so this is a diverse book on more than just the level of him having the facial deformities, or the facial issues. Cranio, I cannot pronounce the word. I'm not a medical student. I cannot pronounce the actual disorder that he had, but you know, other than that diversity, nobody ever really mentions the fact that it does have racial diversity, so there's that also, which is kind of cool. And you don't find out until about halfway through, I think, but I thought it was really neat, and I appreciated that too. So that's all I really had to say about these books. I really enjoyed rereading Matilda, and even as much as I didn't love Wonder, I really did enjoy it, and I'm glad I got around to reading it. Finally, it has been sitting on, most of my kids' books are over here, middle grade and down are usually over here, and it's been sitting there staring at me for at least a year minimum, and I've been wanting to read it, so I'm glad I got the excuse to read it, even if I did read it a day before the readathon actually started. I hope you guys are getting a lot of awesome reading done this week, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye!